Well, a surprise mechanical issue at a Madison lock could impact your weekend boating plans. Plus, the only roller rink in Madison is closing. How a local roller derby team is planning to keep its business afloat. And later, it's Friday, and that means high school football scores and highlights in the final drive straight ahead. News 3 Now at 10 starts right now. Well, good evening and thanks for having us in. If you were hoping to get the boat on the Yahara River between Madison's two lakes for one last summer ride, you're out of luck. Dane County has closed the Tenny locks for the rest of the year after it was damaged by an electrical storm. Armand Rahman is live at the locks now, and he has more for some who have to change their plans. Armand?
Yeah, Brady, roughly 10,000 boats pass through the locks annually to bypass the 5 feet in height difference between the two lakes' water levels. Now, Dane County officials tell us they didn't actually discover the damage until just last week, and they need a servicer to come through to take a closer look, but they won't be available anytime soon. Some big signs reading closed are greeting many boaters out of the Tenny locks this holiday weekend.
This year with them being shut, it's going to inconvenience a lot of people.
Blaise Bassant doesn't just take people out on pontoons, he's a tender for the locks, so he knows that with them shut down,
we're rather stymied.
According to Dane County Land and Water Resources, storms sometime in August of 2020 or 2021 damaged the lock's computer system.
It's a delicate system. I mean, you are holding back enormous amounts of water, so you don't want it opening errantly.
For the pontoons, this means for the remainder of the season, all their trips and rentals have to go out of Tenny Park onto Lake Monona.
It does limit us in the sense of we like to have the options of where we can go for the weather conditions. And if the wind is coming out of the south, it can be a little challenging in Monona, where Mendota offers us a sheltered shore along the university.
And if water levels rise, they literally can't fit under the Willie Street Bridge.
We'd have a very limited run on the river. We could take people for river runs, but that would be it.
No pontoon trips have been canceled yet, just rescheduled. But Bassant says
it's also affecting people who, it's commonly people will go down to like Lake Wabisa to frequent the bars and restaurants there by boat, and now they can't get from Mendota downstream.
Other boaters could have it worse.
Well, I know there are a lot of boaters who store their boats up, say, Skipper Buds or other marinas, Mesonet, Skipper Buds, and they count on the locks to get their boats there in the fall when they're ready to pull them from the water.
But he says the county just wants to make sure everyone on the water is safe.
It's an enormous inconvenience, and they know it.
Now, Bassant says repair crews could come from as far as Louisiana. That's part of the reason why the anchor has dropped on many trips through them right now. Live in Madison, Armand Rahman.
Thank you, Armand. Well, if you're planning to stick around Madison this extended holiday weekend, it's going to be a busy one. The Badgers are playing Illinois State tomorrow at Camp Randall. Taste of Madison is back, and students are also returning ahead of the school year. So a reminder, if you're planning to go downtown, give yourself a little extra time. Well, let's take a peek at what to expect this weekend in our weather. Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti has our first WARN forecast. Gary?
Well, Brady, humidity levels are starting to increase, and that will lead to a chance for some showers and thunderstorms later tonight and through the day tomorrow, although not a complete all-day rain. As we look at the time-lapse from the WISC Skycam, there were some clouds this morning, even some showers to the north and west of Madison, but the skies cleared out for a lot of the afternoon and actually kind of cleared out towards sunset, but there is a line of showers and thunderstorms to the north and west, extending from around Rhinelander to just to the around Black River Falls now down toward Rochester, Minnesota. These storms heading to the southeast. Looks like there's even a severe thunderstorm warning north of La Crosse right now, but I think the severe weather threat is going to be limited from this line of storms. And as it moves southeastward, 6-hour future track radar shows that they'll be moving into the Madison area probably sometime between about 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning. High temperatures today, middle 80s through much of southern Wisconsin. Here in Madison, 84 degrees, 86 in Black River Falls, 87 in La Crosse. Right now, temperatures are in the low to mid 70s. Madison right now at 75 degrees, but as we look at the rest of Dane County, you can see those temperatures mainly in the mid to upper 70s. 74 right now in Stoughton, 75 in Cross Plains. Overnight, we'll see some scattered showers and thunderstorms mainly after midnight. Low temperature dropping to around 68 degrees, but tomorrow will be a cooler day. The good news is I think we'll be dry for Sunday and Labor Day itself. I'll have more on the holiday weekend forecast in just a few minutes.
Thanks, Gary. Next at 10, police ticketed more than 130 people overnight for underage drinking at a single UW campus area bar. The specific bar has not been identified, but police say it's on State Street. Police talked with 143 people and ultimately cited 137 of them for drinking underage or having a fake ID. Only 6 of the people police spoke with were 21 or older. One person is in custody following a reported explosion and fire at a Juneau County bar early yesterday morning. This is at the Beagles Bar on West Flint Street in Linden Station. Investigators say it was suspicious, and police arrested a person, though they did not provide their name or say what the charges they may face. In Madison, 2 people have been arrested in connection with the death of an 11-month-old child. The child died last July. Madison police say through a lengthy investigation, it was determined the infant suffered an overdose due to the combined effects of fentanyl and morphine. Both parents are now in custody, but no formal charges have been filed yet. Next tonight, employers haven't been as enthusiastic about hiring people over the past few weeks, but the need for more workers is still rising slightly. According to the latest government report, the U.S. added 315,000 jobs in August. That's higher than what economists had expected, but it's still noticeably lower than the 526,000 positions in July. Today, a U.S. judge released a detailed inventory of the search of former President Donald Trump's Florida home by the FBI last month. The document had been sealed since it was filed by the Justice Department. The list shows classified documents were stored with newspapers and magazines, as well as clothing and gifts. As of today, students all over the viewing area are back in school, and Governor Evers stopped by a couple of elementary schools in Beloit and Kenosha today. He hosted a roundtable discussion on education with parents and teachers. Well, after a 2-year pandemic hiatus, UW's Graduate School Degree Dash returned this morning. Hey, Bucky's even there. This event gets the semester off to a fast start for graduate students, faculty, and staff. Participants can choose the 5.07-mile doctoral derby or the 1.94-mile master's mile. Race distances are based on the approximate average time to degree in years at UW-Madison. WSUM's annual Party in the Park is back at James Madison Park. Now, the unique thing about this event, it's a student-produced music festival featuring a lineup of 9 artists and 8 DJs. It's been a Madison staple for decades. In fact, Fast Forward is the only roller rink in town. But next spring, there won't be any left standing. This week, the city's planning commission moved forward with a proposal to tear it down and make room for new affordable housing. For a lot of people, it'll mean losing a place filled with memories. But for one Madison team, it also means worrying about the future. Tahlil Mohideen reports.
I'm just gonna go first. And then I'll start jamming so we can roll out.
It's the usual weekly practice for the Madison Roller Derby team.
That's it, that's you.
Playing the game that they love.
That it's a full contact sport, that you get sweaty and like you're just always challenged by the people around you.
Since 2004, the team has called Madison's only skating rink home.
Fast Forward has just served as our staple place to kind of exist and keep growing.
But pretty soon, that home is going to come crashing down. Sold to developers, leaving the team left scrambling to find a new place to practice.
We're pretty heartbroken.
It's a feeling shared by Fast Forward operations manager Justin Alling. For more than 2 decades, he's worked hard to keep the roller rink going.
Without me, the place doesn't stay open.
And he's not exaggerating. Alling started there at just 14 years old, and for the last few years, he's been the only employee running things. On top of managing, he's cleaning skates, running concessions, and even playing DJ.
I've stuck with it because of how much I love doing it.
Now he's hoping to use that work ethic to open a new, bigger, and better rink. He's dreaming of a 30,000 square foot facility with wood flooring and dual rings, looking to community fundraising to help make it happen.
The funds that we had to buy Fast Forward, our numbers were based on that. Going somewhere else, it's going to cost a little more because, we're going to have to renovate. We're going to have to get all new equipment.
To keep alive a passion for skating in himself and the greater Madison community.
Anytime you get, family together and friends, music, and an open atmosphere that they can roll around in, they're going to have a good time.
The team is excited to see his plans come to life.
That would be amazing.
Even as they roll into their own uncertainty.
The scariest part is that it may or may not come to the point where we can either rent a really expensive place that would be unattainable for probably at least half, if not more, of our league, or we'll cease to exist.
And while they're figuring it out, it's fingers crossed.
Fast Forward leadership says even if they're able to find a new facility before next spring, there will be a gap in service. So far, they don't have an official close date just yet. And check this out. Around the state, 1 year ago, a man came to Milwaukee for a life-saving heart transplant surgery. And today, a year after the operation, the patient, Mark Hetzel, visited his surgeon, Dr. John Crouch. Hetzel was suffering from late-stage heart failure when he was referred to Aurora St. Luke's Medical Center. Dr. Crouch performed the transplant, and Hetzel has now been able to return to living a normal life. Wow. And finally, it's likely the end of an era. Tennis star Serena Williams lost tonight in the third round of the U.S. Open in what is likely her final singles match. The 23-time Grand Slam champion turns 41 this month and recently told the world that she is preparing to retire. What a champion she is, though. Still ahead tonight, Friday Night Lights. We've got your highlights and scores from Week 3 of the high school football season coming up.
And he got so upset. Oh my God. Look. No way. She has definitely got some work done.
Doesn't even look the same anymore.
Talk about an extreme makeover. I wonder how much money she spent on those upgrades.
Hey! The house looks great, right? 3 years, no interest on roofing and siding from Feldco.
Right now, get 3 years, no interest on Feldco Roofing and Siding.
3 years, no interest on Feldco Roofing and Siding ends Labor Day. Call now.
866 for Feldco. Now is the time to switch to Spectrum Internet. America's leading internet provider just got even faster, with speeds now starting at 300 megabits per second. Faster speeds to game, faster speeds to stream, faster speeds to work or learn from home. All with 99.9% network reliability. Get Spectrum Internet for just $49.99 a month, plus a free modem and free online security software. Call 877-906-9192. Add advanced Wi-Fi to get enhanced security for your home network, automatically blocking outside threats to your devices. If it's connected, it's protected. So no matter what you do online, you can do it faster, safer, and more reliably with Spectrum. Now is the time to switch. Get Spectrum Internet with faster speeds for the same great price. Just $49.99 a month with starting speeds of 300 megabits per second. Visit Spectrum.com to find out more or call 877-906-9192.
Wisconsinites don't back down from hard work. We got self-starters and never-stoppers. Folks who help feed a nation. Pioneers in innovation. Teachers and third-shifters like my parents. You deserve a senator who protects your jobs, not one who sends them overseas. I work to bring manufacturing back home so we can make things in Wisconsin again. When we harness what we have and change where we're going. I'm Mandela Barnes, and I approve this message.
Fjords has been crafting beautifully designed functional furniture since 1941. Every aspect of Fjords furniture has been carefully engineered to create a higher level of relaxation. Right now at the Century House, purchase any Fjords furniture and receive up to 20% off. All models, all sizes, all colors. Experience the unmatched relaxation you can only achieve in Fjords furniture. Relaxation made beautiful. Visit the Century House at 3420 University Avenue in Madison or online at centuryhouseinc.com.
Of my show. I hope my fans feel on top of the world by the time they leave the Jennifer Hudson show.
Jennifer Hudson, weekdays at 3, starting September 12th.
Well, we've got our holiday weekend coming up, the unofficial end of summer, and our Labor Day forecast calls for some showers and thunderstorms tomorrow. Now, not an all-day rain, but you'll probably get rain at some point. 73 the high, but that's probably going to be in the late morning hours. Then the winds will shift to the northeast as a cold front drops to the south, and that might drop temperatures into the 60s during the afternoon hours. For Sunday, I'm looking for variably cloudy skies, so more clouds and sunshine. High temperature around 74, and Labor Day Monday, probably a little more sunshine, partly sunny skies, high temperature at 76 degrees. Badger football forecast for tomorrow night. Of course, kickoff at 6 p.m. against Illinois State. Right now, I'm thinking mainly dry. There's an outside chance of a shower, especially toward the start of the game, but if any shower does develop, it'll be brief and light. Temperatures, though, will be in the 60s, so a little cooler than normal for this time of year, but the cloud cover, you won't really notice it once the sun goes down. And there also could be some overnight fog as well. Three things you need to know in the forecast. Look for showers overnight and tomorrow. Some fog possible tomorrow night and Sunday night as well. And then dry weather expected for Sunday and Labor Day. A narrow line of showers and thunderstorms moving through central Wisconsin right now from just north of Wausau to around Black River Falls to just to the north of La Crosse. They're heading to the southeast. 6-hour future track radar shows this line diminishing as it pushes toward the south and east, but probably reaching the Madison area sometime around 2 o'clock in the morning. Weather track right now shows this narrow line of showers and storms right along a cold front just to our north and to our west. Behind the front, temperatures go from the 70s into the 60s. The air dries out a little bit. Notice the dew point 60s and even some lower 70s right along the front. But behind the front, the air does dry out into the 50s, or at least the dew point temperatures. So it looks like probably some pretty nice weather, more comfortable weather, at least toward the end of the holiday weekend. Tomorrow, 73 for a high, cloudy, cooler again. Temperatures dropping off into the 60s in the afternoon and some scattered showers and thunderstorms. Planning your day, look for showers and storms to head southeastward by 2 o'clock right into the Madison area. And they kind of break up as they move down toward the Illinois state line. So the farmers market mainly dry as it appears right now, but then you can see the showers and storms popping up in a few areas. Not a general widespread rain. This is at 10 a.m. Noontime into early afternoon, taste of Madison starts. Maybe a shower or thunderstorm around, but shouldn't last too long. Notice those temperatures dropping to the 60s late in the afternoon. That's about the start of the Badger game. And then everything kind of winding down, although some fog is possible for tomorrow night. Rainfall amounts not amounting to very much. Most areas a 1/10 to a 1/4 of an inch of rain, unless you get a heavier thunderstorm, maybe up to a 1/2 inch in a few of those spots. 7 to 10 day forecast, mid-70s for Sunday, Labor Day Monday, dry Tuesday and Wednesday, temperatures getting back up to around 80, maybe a slight chance for a thunderstorm Thursday, another slight chance Saturday into early Sunday morning of next weekend. Otherwise, pretty pleasant weather into the start of the following week.
Hard to believe it's week 3 already of the high school football season, and of course week 3 of the final drive. This is the time where we start to see teams separate themselves, Jordan.
Yeah, Zach, usually this is around that right time where you find out what you're made of, and that was the case in our game of the week. Now, Waunakee kept its perfect start alive after squeaking out a win last week. Now the focus shifts to conference play, and the top-ranked Warriors get it going with a marquee matchup, taking on second-ranked Sun Prairie East. Now, with the offseason split moving the Cardinals to a different division and conference, that means there are new rivalries. Now, we're going to pick this one up after halftime. Warriors up 28-7. Cardinals looking to cut into that lead. Well, 4th down, they got to make something work, so they draw up a trick play to get that first down, but Waunakee's defense shuts it down real quick. Well, that was the theme of this game. Offense might have been on display in the first half, but defense takes over after halftime. Waunakee able to keep the undefeated streak going, winning this one 28-13.
Through 2 weeks, the Big 8 has only 2 teams 2-0, Madison Memorial and Janesville Parker. And after tonight, the conference will only have 1 undefeated team, with the Spartans and Vikings facing off for the first time since 2019. Memorial's won 8 straight over Parker. Vikings up 3-0 in the first, and they added to that lead in a hurry. Gavin Novak hits Caden Brandenburg in stride, and that man gone. 83 yards to the house. Just like that, it's 10-0 Parker. Now, same score just before halftime, and Brandenburg can't handle the snap. The Spartans dive on it. We're going the other way. 2 plays later, that turnover would lead to this. Camarion Parker gets to the outside and bowls his way in for 6. Memorial makes it 9 straight over Parker. They win 23-16.
Elsewhere in the Big 8, Verona with a huge win over Madison East, 53-6, and the Cardinals bounce back with a 55-14 win over Madison La Follette. Monroe is on a mission this season. Through the first 2 weeks of the season, the Cheesemakers have scored 12 touchdowns and almost 80 points, which has definitely earned them the #1 ranking in Division III. While as Monroe looks to remain undefeated, McFarland is still seeking its first win of the season. Now, visitor or not, it didn't take long for Monroe to get comfortable and find a rhythm. They're moving the chains early in that first quarter. Keaton Sweeney, he's going to take the next one the long way around to the end zone, and the Cheesemakers are first on the board, 7-0. Well, the Spartans doing what they can to slow down this game. sometimes that's easier said than done. Back in the red zone in the second quarter, Sweeney barrels in to extend Monroe's lead. The Cheesemakers remain undefeated and post their second shutout of the season, 36-0 the final.
Well, last week we said the Capital Conference is one of the deepest leagues, not just in our area, but in the entire state. Here's some proof. Out of the 8 teams in the conference, 6 are undefeated and 4 are ranked in the top 6 in Division 4. Lake Mills and Edgewood, 2 of those teams, and they met on the field tonight. And how about this start for the Crusaders? Opening kickoff of the game, Mark Herring is going to field it, and the dude makes a house call. Herring runs it all the way back, untouched, to put Edgewood up 7-0. So Lake Mills was like, all right, well, how about scoring on the first play from scrimmage then? So on their first play, Ben Buckholtz busts through the hole, makes a man miss, and then the timely cutback sets him free. The speed ties the game up at 7, but the Crusaders break that tie later in the first quarter. Ben Hansen sets his feet and chucks it deep to Herring, who goes up and gets it in between 2 L-Cats. Edgewood moves to 3-0 with a 49-35 win. Staying in the capital, Columbus moved to 3-0 with a 75-6 win over Bigfoot, and Lodi followed suit. The Blue Devils took down the Warriors of Lakeside Lutheran 21-7.
Broadhead Judah picks up a big win at Richland Center, 41-8, and Prairie du Chien edges Lancaster on their home field, 33-29 the final.
2 weeks in, and Belleville and Potosi-Cassville are looking like mirror images of each other. They're both ranked, undefeated. They've each given up 14 total points in 2 games while scoring at least 34 points in each contest. Tonight, the 2 high-powered offenses and dominating defenses met in Potosi. First quarter, Wildcats up 7-0. The Chieftains answer with that man, Eli Adams. He gets to the outside and ties the game up, but Belleville led 10-7 at the break and broke the game open in the third. Aiden Keys puts a deep dime on DeMarcus Connor, and that long pass would set up this. Keys to Andrew Ace, and you got Moss. Belleville stays undefeated with a 30-7 win. Other scores from teams ranked in our area: Marquesan took down Waterloo to move to 3-0. And how about this? Darlington went into South Wayne, took down Blackhawk Warren 53-14. And still to come, it was a banner night at the Fieldhouse for Badger volleyball. But will Wisconsin be celebrating after their match against Marquette? More sports after the break.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
What you see is important. That makes quality eye care important too. Get personalized care from experienced optometrists at Shopko Optical. Better eye care. You'll see. Shopko Optical welcomes more insurance plans than ever. Call to book an exam and verify coverage.
It's time for new energy-efficient replacement windows from Champion.
Right now, buy 2 windows, get 2 free. Don't sweat over high energy bills. Stay comfortable in your home all year long. Call or go online to book your free estimate at getchampionwindows.com.
When it comes to getting your flu shot, CVS is pretty flex. Want to schedule one online while prepping dinner? Gravy. Avoid the wait by scheduling for you or the whole crew. Or if you prefer to just pop in, do you. And if you want to even tack on a COVID-19 booster to your flu shot, feel free. And speaking of free, our flu shots are, well, free.
Really?
Yes, really. Healthier is getting a flu shot on your schedule. CVS, healthier happens together.
My wife and I worked hard for decades. We thought our retirement was secure.
But inflation is changing everything. Gas, groceries. It's hard for retirees on fixed incomes. But I'm even more worried about the debt we're leaving our grandchildren.
Senator Ron Johnson understands we must get spending under control.
And he's working to stop the waste in Washington.
Tell Senator Johnson to keep fighting for Wisconsin seniors and the next generation.
In a recent clinical study, patients using Salonpas patch reported reductions in pain severity, using less or a lot less oral pain medicines, and improved quality of life. That's why we recommend Salonpas. It's good medicine.
It's time to amp up the fun at your local Ford dealer. The summer supercharged sales event is here. So stop by your Ford dealer today and check out great offers on select Ford vehicles. Then discover how Ford can take your summer to a whole new level. Hurry to the final days of the summer supercharged sales event for a great Flex Buy offer on Escape or Edge.
Get the guaranteed lowest appliance and grill prices of the season at the end of summer clearance sale at Grand Appliance. Save up to 25% instantly on unbeatable deals, like this LG Mega Capacity Washer for just $698, and up to $1,000 in additional package rebate savings you won't find anywhere else. Shop your local showroom or grandappliance.com today. Grand Appliance. You make it home, we make it grand.
What you see is important. How you see is important too. Get personalized care from experienced optometrists at Shopko Optical. Better eye care. You'll see. Right now, get 40% off lenses with the purchase of any frames. Shopko Optical.
It's celebration time for Wisconsin volleyball. The Badgers received their national championship rings and dropped the championship banner before their match with Marquette. Now, the big thing on Kelly Sheffield's mind during the whole thing, don't let the Golden Eagles spoil the party. UW is 21-1 all-time against Marquette, and that banner is a beaut, Clark. First set, Badgers set up Yulia Orzel. She gets up to get down for the kill, and then Wisconsin started to roll. Orzel now serving, and Sarah Franklin sends it right back at Marquette for the point. Man, she looks good in the red and right, huh? Well, then later, it's Devin Robinson doing Devin Robinson things. She brings the hammer, and the Badgers, they take the first set. This one just went final. Badgers win it in 4 sets. Braylon Allen rushed for over 100 yards in 8 of his first 11 games he played in last season. And that was a year where he didn't have spring football because he was playing high school football. Well, this year he did get spring ball with the Badgers and entered fall camp as the #1 running back on the depth chart. So by default, Allen is already more prepared than last season. Now that's scary if you're going to try to tackle him, and Paul Chris loves it.
I've really been impressed with kind of his purposefulness in his preparation. I think that is driven by, one, I think he's got a clear vision of who he wants to be. He's got a clear understanding of who he is now, and he's not afraid to work.
Off the field is kind of more going into more of a leader and being more of a leader for the running backs and the offense and the team as a whole. I think I've grown in all those ways.
Christian Watson seems to be a guy Aaron Rodgers can throw to, but we haven't really seen it this season. This offseason, Watson missed a huge chunk of training camp and didn't play in any preseason games, so the first real NFL action he'll get is next Sunday against the Vikings. But even though it's been a small sample size with Watson and Rodgers working together, number 12 has liked what he's seen from his rookie wideout.
This kid might be the new baby giraffe. I mean, he's maybe more like a deer because he's out there just prancing around and flying around on the field. I mean, this dude's got incredible stride length and really for a man who's 6'5", like his speed is legit. So it was nice having him. He's a different type of receiver than we've had.
And the Brewers in another battle in the desert with the Diamondbacks. This one in the 6th inning, Arizona up 2-1 on Milwaukee. That's it for sports. We're back after this.
It's the Hy-Vee 3-day sale this Friday through Sunday. Fresh ground beef, only $2.99. Select Frito-Lay snacks, only $1.68 each when you buy 3. And avocados, only 68 cents each. Check out HyVeeDeals.com for more deals.
Felco Factory Direct. What does that mean? It means no middleman, no overpriced, underperforming windows. It means getting what you want, when you want, without breaking the bank. It means when you buy one window, you'll get one free. Yes, free. It means quality craftsmanship, custom designs, and a lifetime warranty. It means a team of window professionals dedicated to one thing above all, your delight. Buy one window, get one free, ends Labor Day. Call now.
For quality windows, siding, and doors, call 866 for Felco.
Waiting for a great deal on furniture? Well, this is it. Slumberland Furniture has savings up to 50% off list prices, or in some cases, even more, at our Labor Day sale on now. Shop our big selection of sectionals, sofas, recliners, dining, and bedrooms. And shop the deals that are up to 50% off. Mattresses too, with some up to 50% off. Don't forget, mattress shopping is uncomplicated and fast, only at Slumberland. Come see how. Shop the huge Labor Day sale on now.
With Honda, every summer adventure is the destination. Take your adventures farther with Honda, America's most fuel-efficient, full-line automaker. Hurry into a local Honda dealer where new vehicles are arriving daily.
To everyone who loves great food, let us make you a meal the Wisconsin way.
We cook each butter burger to order for you and the people you love, so it's the best part of your day.
The best.
The best.
And every creamy scoop of fresh frozen custard, pure happiness.
Pure happiness.
Pure happiness. Because where Culver's comes from.
And the heart of America's Dairyland.
Our love.
Our love for fresh food is as strong as our love for all of you.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
I worked really hard to save for retirement, worked all the hours I could, whatever it took. But Ron Johnson thinks we should consider raising the retirement age for Social Security and Medicare. That's a terrible idea. And he voted over and over again to weaken and cut Medicare, driving up our costs. Ron Johnson even wanted to privatize Social Security, calling it a legal Ponzi scheme. Tell Ron Johnson to strengthen Medicare.
It's the Hy-Vee 3-day sale this Friday through Sunday. Pepsi products, only $2.99 each when you buy 4. Cheez-It crackers, only $1.99. And chicken leg quarters, only 69 cents a pound when you buy a 10-pound pack. Check out HyVeeDeals.com for more deals.
Call for action only on News 3 Now.
Right now, watching a strong to severe thunderstorm north of La Crosse. A severe thunderstorm warning in effect for parts of Buffalo and Trempealeau counties, but you can see it's just part of a line of showers and storms moving southeastward. 6-hour future track radar brings them to Madison around 2 a.m.
Thank you, everyone, for spending this time with us. Have a great night.